All right, this video today, and I'm going to put out to you guys, is a lesson or two lessons that I learned about YouTubing. Put myself out there, or more, maybe probably let's go three lessons since we're talking on the fly and just having a conversation. So the first lesson is this: there's a great learning that you can get by speaking on camera, and I'm assuming if you guys are doing this, or maybe you're giving a presentation at work, or whatever it might be, go record yourself. Record yourself. Record your actions. Record how you speak. Because a lot of times we think we're communicating effectively. And then when we watch it back, we have the all and in the videos, right? We have, I said like too many times, or I said or too many times. But the beauty of watching it back is you get to evaluate yourself and correct it, and you become a more effective communicator. For you guys, that's a good benefit. And for my life and my marriage and how I speak. So that's lesson one. Lesson two is I was thinking to myself, not that I genuinely care, but how do I get more subscribers? Like I don't necessarily care about anything else other than spreading the message and more guys manning up and having better families and marriages and, finding their faith, all that good stuff. That's what's important to me. That's why I'm making these videos, because in a selfish way, if there's more dudes being dudes, like men being men out there and taking care of business, it just makes my little realm and everyone around me that I interact better, right? You guys have better kids, better families, better wives, your leaders, your patriarchs, whatever it might be. And that selfishly benefits me, and it benefits the kids that I'm leaving behind, right? Benefits those guys too. They're going to come up into the world, and I want a better world for them. Not in like this weird, like yuppie sense, like some like 1970s Coca-Cola commercial, but I want stronger men, because it just benefits them, benefits everybody, it benefits culture, it benefits society. So that's my selfish reason. So in order to spread the message, I was like, let me do a little bit of research and see how do I make my videos reach a bigger audience, right? How do you get more subscribers, more videos out, get them seen more? Not that I genuinely care about it, but how do I go about doing this? And there's a lot of videos out there on how to do it. Now, this thumbnail, and you got to do this, you got to fix the setting, you got to put these tags on it, you have to write a description and all this business. And while some of them are pretty awesome, some of them I found that they use all these tricks in their videos to keep them going on and keep you watching as long as possible. Now, I think tricks are bad, right? Just tell me the information that I need to know. Not like, if you wait to the end, I'll share with you these 5 things, but stick around, watch this part. And then they talk and they talk and they talk and they build and they build and they never share anything. Or they finally share it like sporadically through the video, so you have to watch the whole damn thing. So essentially, what they're doing is they're wasting your time in that transaction. And that's kind of creepy. I'm not going to do that to you guys. It's weird. I did it one time in one video that's probably still up, and I was like, that was stupid, man. What are you doing, Rich? Don't do that to these guys. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. The point that I'm trying to make is there is an art of storytelling. I was reading Sir, I can't say this correctly probably, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, right? And if you guys have read it, it kicks off super hot, like super, super hot. And it's a story, right? But there's meaning to the story. There's another layer. They're not just wasting your time. They're setting groundwork to things. Now, the YouTube recommendation is just fill it up with extra junk to keep them watching, to waste their time. So you could to have advertising interlaced with your channel, and you can keep your watch hours up, and it all becomes rather sleazy in the end. And there's a you've seen it. There's a lot of videos like that. There's a lot of these wackadoo AI generated videos where it's just some of them are okay, but they're not real, man. They're not real. They're just junk. There's no realness to them. So if you're gonna do anything in life, and this goes broadly for life, when telling stories, always tell a story with different layers in them, like actual. That's why old stories, I believe, like the Green Knights, anything from Homer, the Iliad, anything from Virgil, right, the Aeneid. You're telling stories they have like multiple levels. Like there's a level of God, there's a level of human, there's sacrifice, there's suffering, there's perseverance, there's fortitude. There's a lot of things going on at once, not just somebody taking up space. And I've read the books where they're just taking up space. And those books, the more modern books, where the book series is written almost to just tease your engagement chapter after chapter after chapter with no real movement. That's pretty sleazy. And it's pretty sleazy when somebody does that at work, in marriage, at a sales presentation. So the message today is you could learn a lot from reading old books, and I recommend that you do read old books because they're full of lessons, and it's multi-layered, it's dimensional, and every time you read that specific book, you go back and you reread it, you learn something new along the way. Like I've read the Bible 4 times. It's different each time, right? It's different each time. I read all the there's a book, St. Alphonse's Sermons for every single Sunday of the year. And I've read that a couple times now because it corresponds to the Sunday. So you get a sermon and you can read it. It corresponds differently to what's going on in your life because it's giving you instructions. It's telling you something in a different way. Now, I read Brideshead Revisited, I think 4 or 5 times now. And every single time, something is new. Like you realize something. I realized for the first time, I've watched the BBC series numerous times, and I've read the book, 5 times at this point. Every single time, like something like unfolds. Like I discover a different layer of what the author, Evelyn Waugh, was talking about. The point to all of this is read old books, be good storytellers. I'm not the best storyteller. I'm not going to pretend to be. I'm not going to say like, guys, go tell stories like me. But learning this from YouTube and learning this from modern books or even articles, how they falsely engage your attention, or the catchy thumbnail tries to engage your attention, or the video titles. I'm not going to do that to you guys because it's sleazy and it's gross, and I wouldn't do it in my real life, and I wouldn't do it to kids. I wouldn't do it to my family. It's degenerate behavior. That's the truth. And also, guys, tell stories that mean something and have multi layers in them, that you can see it. And there's a God level, and there's a man level, and there's a woman level, and there's all these interactions that are all simultaneously intertwining with each other, and power dynamics. It just makes life a lot more interesting. And go read some old books. And for you guys that are maybe storytelling or in sales positions, whatever that might be, record yourself. See how you sound. And then go back and make an evaluation of yourself. So this was kind of a random video for you all, but I wanted to share that with you. I don't have sexy thumbnails for you. I don't have great titles. I'm not going to go through the process of looping you around with stupid word games or tagging my videos in such a way that this becomes burdensome for me to do it. I just want to put out information for you guys, help you guys be better men. help you guys be better fathers, better husbands, just all in general. So I'm just going to leave tips for you guys along the way. That's it for today. So my ask though is, because I'm not going to do all these things, is you like, you subscribe, you hit thumbs up, you share. I was supposed to probably, according to the YouTube algorithm, like, or these gurus, I probably should have said that like 100 times throughout the stupid video and like led you on. I'm not going to do that. So I'm relying on you. If you think my message is good, somewhat valuable, or you found pieces of this valuable, make a comment, hit the thing, or whatever, the thumbs up thing, share it, whatever, man. That's it. Out.